lost in your eyes. The morning light slips through the blinds, a warm cup resting in my hands. I close my eyes and there you are, like a song I always understand. Time slows down when you smile at me. The world outside begins to fade in this quiet, crowded room. You're the only one I see. I don't need to find my way, as long as I can stay lost in your eyes. I found my home, 1,000 miles yet not alone. The way you look, the way you breathe, you're everything I need to believe. Lost in your eyes, I lose the time. Every moment yours and mine. The whole world could slip away, I'd still be here, lost in your gaze. We don't say the words out loud, but they're written on our skin. In the spaces between the noises where we always begin. Coffee rings on afternoon tables, sunlight gold across your face. Every little ordinary thing feels like a sacred, gentle place. I don't need to find my way, as long as I can stay lost in your eyes. I found my home, 1,000 miles yet not alone. The way you look, the way you breathe, you're everything I need to believe. Lost in your eyes, I lose the time. Every moment yours and mine. The whole world could slip away, I'd still be here, lost in your gaze. Maybe we've been here before, in another life, another door. But even if the world forgets, I'll remember the way your eyes were set on me, just on me, like I'm all you'll ever need. Hold me here, let me stay, lost in you again today. Lost in your eyes, I found my home, 1,000 miles yet not alone. The way you look, the way you breathe, you're everything I need to believe. Lost in your eyes, I lose the time. Every moment yours and mine. Let the whole world slip away, I'll always be lost in your gaze. Lost in your eyes, just lost in your eyes. Stay a little longer now. Morning sunlight on the river, dancing slowly by the train. Silver hair inside the window, but my heart still feels the same. Back when I was young and restless, I had cities left to find, songs to sing and roads to follow, dreams too big to fit my mind. Some dreams stayed behind me, some became my life, and somehow through the long road I survived. Under fading lights, I watched the water shine, thinking of the younger days that still live inside. Maybe I was lost sometimes, maybe I was late, but I loved, I laughed, I carried on, and that was not a waste. I remember crowded stations, coffee cups, and rainy nights. Letters folded in my pocket, holding on to fragile lights. Did I become who I imagined? Truth is, I can't really say, but but the faces that I treasured still walk beside me every day. Time keeps moving softly like the river flows, and every small tomorrow helped me grow. Under fading lights, the evening glows in gold. Every scar and every step has a story to be told. Maybe life's not perfect, maybe dreams can change, but I'm still here beside this light, and I would live the same. The sun across the water looks like pieces of the past, not disappearing forever, just reflections that still last. Under fading lights, the river shines again. I smile for the younger me who did the best he can. No, I don't have every dream, but I still found my way. And watching all these glowing waves, I feel thankful today. Beautiful to me.
Tonight the rain is falling softly across the empty city streets, and through the misty window light I saw someone who looked like you to me. A yellow umbrella in the distance, moving slowly through the night. For a moment time stood still, like you were walking by my side. You always loved the rainy weather, said the world felt calm and new, and every drop that touches me tonight brings me back to you. When the rain falls, I remember us, late night walks and quiet laughs, two shadows in the dark. I know we can't go back again to who we used to be, but every rainy night you still remain a beautiful memory to me. The streets are glowing gold beside me, reflections dancing on the ground, and in the sound of distant thunder I still hear your gentle voice somehow. We were young and full of dreaming, thinking love would never end. Now your name lives only in my heart, like an old unfinished song again. Some people leave forever, but never truly disappear, because certain moments stay alive year after year. When the rain falls, I remember us, coffee cups and midnight trains, your hand inside my arms. Though time has carried you away, far beyond my reach, you still shine inside my rainy nights like a quiet melody. Maybe somewhere in another lifetime we're still walking side by side under yellow umbrellas, laughing in the pouring light. When the rain falls, I smile instead of cry, because loving you once in this life was worth every goodbye. No, we can't return again to those old summer dreams, but you'll always live within the rain as my sweetest memory. keep your letters in a shoebox underneath my bed where no one sees. Every word you wrote in cursive still feels like you're standing next to me. The timestamps read 3 in the morning. When the world was finally fast asleep, we said the things we couldn't say in daylight, the kind of words you're terrified to keep. And I don't know why I still hold on to pages from a life already gone. But letting go feels like losing you twice, and I've already paid that price. Midnight letters written in the dark, ink that bled right through my broken heart. Every word a wound, every line a scar. Midnight letters, that's what we are. I can't burn them, can't put them away. They're all I have of what we used to say when the night gets heavy and I can't sleep. Midnight letters, yours to keep. I've moved on, at least that's what I tell them when they ask me how I'm doing now. But some nights the past comes uninvited and sits down at my table, takes a bow. I read the one you wrote in early autumn, when you said you'd love me for a while. The ink is faded, paper's gone to yellow, but I still remember how you'd smile. And I don't know why I still hold on to pages from a life already gone. But letting go feels like losing you twice, and I've already paid that price. Midnight letters written in the dark, ink that bled right through my broken heart. Every word a wound, every line a scar. Midnight letters, that's what we are. I can't burn them, can't put them away. They're all I have of what we used to say when the night gets heavy and I can't sleep. Midnight letters, yours to keep. There's a letter that I wrote but never finished. The last page still is blank, the pen ran dry. I think I stopped because I knew the ending, but some goodbyes don't need a reason why. We were good at starting over, not so good at staying through the storm. Every letter was a promise, every silence was a war. Now I'm older, now I understand that love's not always written as we planned. But God, I miss the weight of your handwriting, like a heartbeat underneath my hand. Midnight letters written in the dark, ink that bled right through my broken heart. Every word a wound, every line a scar. Midnight letters, that's what we are. Keep them folded, keep them close to me, a reminder of who I used to be when the night gets heavy and the tears won't sleep. Midnight letters, mine to keep. I still write to you sometimes on nights I can't explain, not to send, just to remember your name. Midnight letters.